Hi there, everybody. I'm Mars Girl. I am here with my friend Mike. We've known him for years as Deuce. You're supposed to be Deus, but we've always called you Deuce.
Yeah, and it's kind of appropriate because all I seem to make is like poop and fart jokes, so it kind of works.
So,
So yeah, we're here to talk to you about a little project of love we made back way when we first met, back in like 2007ish, I think, right?
2006, if my description of the video is correctly. But
It's probably
even
right.
earlier than that. So what you're looking at is DoomCon, which is based on all the flashback footage you're seeing right now is from Doom House, which was produced by Something Awful, Lotax, and help me out here, Deuce.
I think that's Fragmaster Bowen, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, and I think you were a bigger fan of the Something Awful guys than I was, and you just
Yeah,
insisted you have to see Doom House, and then they released a DVD, and they're
and
like
sequels
with lots of
like Mood
sequels.
House
Yeah,
and Death Hat,
and
which
Death
also makes an
Hat.
appearance in here. So basically, just shortly the like Doomhouse. Oh, actually, by the way, before we talk about that, I'm actually walking down this up the stairs here, and we reversed the video to make it look like I'm walking down the stairs.
Yeah, your legs just look broken. Like you look like you're walking fairly competently.
Yeah,
But
so the reason that we do all these continuity errors, and I promise you they're intentional, is because the original had a ton of continuity errors, and that's what actually made it really funny.
yeah, like
So
that
we
was
do
the
a lot of things
joke.
backwards.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
funny
things were
for that.
done backwards, and that was the joke was the continuity errors because when they made Doomhouse, obviously it was a parody of horror movies, like really badly filmed and badly acted horror movies, and we, like the geniuses we were, decided we needed to make a parody sequel of
Yeah,
somebody else's parody.
an otaku-fied version, which honestly, I'm still an otaku to this day, but watching myself here with those cat ears on and stuff makes me cringe.
We haven't even gotten to the real cat ears yet. Like,
Oh
you
yeah.
just had a silly hat on. Um, Here you were saying, oh, I'm going to take a break from the Doom House and I'm going to go to a convention in Houston. And we're totally not in Houston. And that's totally me driving and not you.
Yeah, not to mention this is if you're familiar with classic horror movies, this is basically the beginning of Psycho, but we did our own little version of it.
Yeah,
I
there's the
love
beginning of
Burger.
Psycho. The burger's gotta be my. I still laugh at the burger to this day because it's so perfectly timed with the music. Uh, we used a lot of the music from Psycho and from
Omen.
Omen. Yeah, original The Omen. Especially this music that plays when a dog shows up. And however that music goes, there's a sanguis,
Mini
vinimus.
moves. And then of course the there's this part where you're gonna see a dog. It's later on, but we always used to sing it like dog dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun.
dog dun 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 dun.
Yeah, a lot of inside jokes in here, which probably aren't funny to any other human being on the face of the planet. And yet, in 2007, we did take this movie to Onicon, and I played it there, and I can't believe they actually let me do it. I think it's because I had my own Q&A panel that year,
Yeah.
and I think I ran out of stuff to do, and I was like, do you guys want to see a movie? And they just let me play it, and the people there laughed. So maybe it wasn't that bad.
Okay, yeah, there's the horrible cat ears and this God, what shirt was that? I mean, this is a long time ago, obviously. Yep. Oh God.
That
There
amazingly
I am.
huge bell around your neck, and there it's not there anymore here. Oh,
Yep. Oh man, I had hair.
cat
I don't
girl
have that anymore.
inside or something like that is
Yeah.
on your shirt.
Yes.
That is
Or cat boy
Andrew's or
inside.
cat boy inside. That is Andrew's
Fire
overshirt,
shirt.
the
Yeah.
blue with the flames.
Yeah, that was his token shirt. I remember.
Your acting is so bad, but of course it's on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Didn't
Yeah,
we
I
put
promise you.
we put Transformers noises here when you went to lay down on the bed?
I think we did that one point as a joke. No, that's That's my favorite part right there, where the light comes on and somehow that wakes me up.
You're surrounded by light. There's no reason why the bathroom
And
light should turn you on.
and now this part, I had to crouch down to get in shot because the camera is so low. So it kind of worked 'cause it made me do this crab walk. Now, to kind of explain the doll here, so in DoomCon there was this doll that was haunting the house. So Kalen actually took a bar of soap and carved it into a doll.
Out of a zest bar, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that you're going to be seeing that doll a lot.
I'm surprised it survived that whole weekend with everything we were doing to it.
Especially throwing it in the toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I want you guys to pay close attention. So you saw how we zoomed in on that window. That's going to happen again, but I want you to see what happens the next time.
Josh actually just walked into the elevator there. I'd almost forgotten he was in any capacity in this movie at all. And I went on to marry Josh, and I don't think we had any indication that that was going to happen.
Not yet, anyway. Oh, yeah, the ATM giving us the doll instead of the money.
With a hand popping out of the ATM.
Yeah, I think that was Andrew's hand.
Yeah. Mind you, we were editing this on, like, potatoes at the time.
And watch, I'm going into the women's room. No comment on that. So now there's urinals in there, so clearly huge continuity error.
But then when you flush it...
It's a completely different toilet, and I scream flush Doken.
So confident that you're never gonna see this doll again, and we mistimed the sound of the slaps on
Right,
purpose.
so that it would, yeah, once again, all of this shittiness is on purpose.
I think I was editing on a combination of Windows Movie Maker and, God, what
Which is in
else?
Vegas.
Sony Vegas.
Some Phoenix Wright humor there for you, because that was kind of a big thing back then.
Yeah, I mean, even to this day, I think people shout objection all the time, but it was especially big at the time, because the DS game had just come out.
G.I. Joe, Street Fighter figures, those
Yeah.
were horrible. And now you're going to get to look at me laughing for probably like a minute straight, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. I apologize.
But it's so funny how long it goes on for, because it's so stupid. Which, you know, we do the same thing with you screaming "why" later. You just go on and on and on. And I'm sure the neighbors hated it. Andrew is just
There's
there
your
in the
shoulder in
corner.
shot. I wish we had boom mics to have in shot too. That would be another classic error.
Too bad we didn't have any external microphones at all. God, what was I? Was I filming on mini DVs?
Yeah.
It was
It
either
was the one. We had two cameras. There was one we had bought at Circuit City that year during Black Friday, which is a whole other story.
Oh man, that's a
and
good
then
story.
we had your one that was recording on DVDs.
That's right. I knew one of them was recording on DVDs. God, that was a horrible decision. A DVD camcorder.
At least it wasn't floppy disks.
That's true.
Who could that be?
I don't know how the doll got up into the
It's
the
magic.
viewer.
Oh, there we go. First use of that. Is that from the Omen or from? I forgot about the rolling past the door part.
For no reason. Yeah, this music was from The Omen, and I had to just loop it because this went on way longer than I expected. The music is horribly grating, too. It just sounds like nails on a chalkboard after a while.
And then there I am having a little tantrum. Okay, there's nothing little about that tantrum. That's
That's a big boy tantrum.
yeah, that is 260 pounds of tantrum right there.
Ah, I forgot you were wearing a tail, too. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not a furry. Not that I have any problem with furries.
I
And
think...
there's good old Vash.
I wonder what happened to that guy. I don't know what happened to Vash. I just remember you suddenly don't have the same shirt on.
Same shot, repeated twice, different, like with it flipped. Sorry, go ahead.
I used to see that Vash guy all the time, and thus he just ended up in our movie for no reason, and I don't know what he's
Yeah.
doing anymore.
And then, of course, that same con he did Who Wants to Play Ghostbusters with us, where we, well, not me and you, but me and the guys all pretended that we are peeing in a toilet, and
Yeah.
that was us catching the ghost. Because don't cross the streams, herder.
Ha ha ha.
But it was just water. We weren't really sitting there
You're
peeing together. We don't do that.
You're
Go ahead.
obviously just slow-mo in real time responding to this doll. Here you're filmed in reverse.
Yeah, that's why I had to back up because I overshot the elevator.
Which is funny though, and your hands are shaking like, when do I turn? Because I didn't give you a good cue to turn.
Here we go, dog.
And this is just shot in our apartment. It's not actually at the hotel at all.
Dog, dun 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 dun, dog, dun 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 dun. And that was, of course, Menchie from Excel Saga.
And this was
or was
just
it Microsoft Word Saga or Access or PowerPoint? I don't know. What-
this is just directly lifted from The Omen, because there's that shot of the dog in The Omen that's supposed to be ominous. It's an ominous dog.
And I'm just making dumb faces at it, and clearly it's Christmas in this shot. Because there was tinsel back there. I can't wait till we get to the part with the bathtub. That's my other favorite part, where Andrew's pants empty.
Once again, just awkward, goes on way too long. We have so many shots that go on entirely too long.
And that was the sound of our actual phone that we had in our apartment ringing.
Our VoIP, our voice over IP phone.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. And that's actually Zappa's hand picking up the phone.
No, that is a person of a totally different ethnicity that we
Oh.
brought to the con. That's the
Oh.
joke there. That is
I thought it was Zappa.
No, that is clearly not any of our hands, because that is not... It's not a
Oh,
white person's hand.
Oh. I can't remember who it was.
He's
I feel
a guy.
bad now.
No, it's fine because I barely knew that guy from college. I don't even remember his name at all. Mary had a little lamb on this phone. No, I don't remember the guy at all. We took him to Onicon, and I don't think we brought him back. So,
You mean like he's still there in the halls?
oh, maybe to this day, like 13 or 14 years later.
Is it like that one guy at Onicon who was still in our room taking a bath and stuff when we were all checked out?
Good old fuckface Wilson.
Yes. If you're watching this, buddy, we love you.
So now he's officially introduced, and this is supposed to be the same character from Doom House that comes in to inspect the house, and God,
The
I
one
don't...
that was originally played by Fragmaster Bowen, who, spoiler alert, ends up being a terrorist.
Which, maybe that's a little insensitive now? I don't know.
Well, we're not like talking about any specific type of terrorist. I mean, a terrorist is a terrorist.
That's true. That's very true. His acting was... Security guard boot camp. His acting was especially bad. Like, he cut his line a little earlier than I wanted him to.
But, it makes it better.
That's true. Add the echo to his voice and the zoom in and the crazy music.
If that's not ominous, I don't know what it is. And then there I am in like a different position.
Every single shot, yeah, it's a little bit different. Ah, that's Josh's Kamen Rider helmet in the corner, too.
Uh-huh.
And you can tell this is a convention hotel room because there's just shit everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, granted, we didn't have like the place so packed that there were people sleeping on the floors or anything like that. It was pretty comfortable, I remember.
Yeah, that's the nature of a convention. You bring yourself and all of your crap with you.
Like, this is Otakudom. It's like, how many people are you checking in? 2?
Sure. There's no reason for him to just pick something up and walk out with it.
And the fact that we just let him do it, like, oh yeah, that's totally a normal thing for a hotel security guard to do. They do that all the time.
Andy was barefoot, you know. Yeah, that's normal for security.
That's the height of professionalism. Oh, there you go. Different room entirely. Because before we're on the first floor, now we're on the top floor. Maybe the security guard moved us, or maybe it's just a continuity error. Oh boy, here comes the. You're gonna see my tits. Sorry. Yep, there I am.
And
oh god.
That's Zappa. Yeah. For absolutely no reason, the ring girl is in the
same bathtub as me. Now, that's a funny thing. So this is actually, we're shooting this so that it looks like we're in the same bathtub, where actually we shot my scenes in one side of the bathtub, and then we shot the other ones in the other side of the bathtub to make it look like we were uncomfortably close to each other.
And also, it's in our apartment again. So, definitely not the hotel. More continuity.
We made a mess here.
We really did. Because here in a second...
went everywhere.
Because Andrew gets up in a second and just walks out and doesn't towel off or anything.
It was worth it. That apartment was horrible anyways.
That's true. Oh, man. You remember... I don't know if you remember the time when there was all this poop leaking out of the ground outside our apartment?
Oh, yeah, I remember. And I remember the whole time we were there, the AC didn't work.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
And fun story for you guys while this is going on. When Kaylin and I first met, it was me apologizing to her for spilling Big Red on her carpet, bleaching it, and then trying to re-dye it with green Rit dye, and it didn't work. It just looked like an elf died on her floor.
It was really funny though. I wasn't even mad. I don't care that we did not get the security deposit back. It was good.
Yes. What was your cat's name that we had there? The older one.
Carbuncle.
Yeah, Carbuncle helped with that security deposit bit.
He sure did.
What a cat! Oh boy, Death Hat.
Yeah, so Death Hat was another one of the clips that came on the Doomhouse DVD. It was done by the Mega 64 guys, if I remember correctly. And here, I can't believe, like, this was the pose-off panel that used to be common at, like, every single Texas convention. And for whatever reason, they let me have the very last few minutes of it, and everybody's like, we get to line up and pretend to be dead? Oh, this is hilarious. Like, everybody actually went along with it.
Yep, Danzig was cool for letting us do that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the name of the guy who used to run, and I think that we did, didn't we do, like, the Elite Beat Agents, the Tas Oegan, or I can't remember.
Os Tatakai Oendan, yeah. We did
did that, and we got standing ovation. Oh, Terra.
As you can see, this was the Onicon where Yoshitaka Amano was the guest, and they had just a Yoshitaka Amano cosplay event. So yeah, that's why there was all Amano characters in that cosplay scene.
And that was an awesome Terra. I mean, I might be biased because Final Fantasy VI is my favorite, but you know.
That was a very good Terra.
Now, but putting all that aside, I somehow won the cosplay contest, at least according to the movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I won the Magic Scary Pocky, or whatever it was called. And the terrorist wants it.
There's really no reason for him to want such a thing.
Well, I mean, there wasn't any reason for him to haunt Lotax's house either.
Vash is in the background.
Just sitting in the background, just smiling at him. He's not even eating the Pocky, he's just eating the empty box. And now you're about to see the most awesome transformation scene ever.
I mean, it's no different than other old school Japanese transformation scenes anyway.
I mean, other than the fact that his transformation is just him having like a veil on his head. Which I think is just a towel.
It's totally just a towel on his head, which that part maybe wasn't so great. Mind you, it's not wrapped around his head, but...
Well, in any case, we were kids, and if we did do something insensitive, then we apologize. We are not those people anymore.
Right, exactly.
I don't think we did, though. Fun fact, though, we went through so many different variations of this scene where we had put different stuff in the background, like one-winged angel, and we had the lens flare on his nipples and stuff. It was a good time.
We tried lots of different things, and eventually we had to just pick one. I wish we had just a reel of all the stuff that we edited that we decided not to do. No, I think that's David in the corner, in fact.
Oh, I mean, David was in the corner, but I thought that Vash was there too. And I think that was David earlier at the Death Hat panel thing too, right?
It was, yeah. David survived a rollover with me. So that was cool. Yeah. This version of the opening from The Omen, I don't even remember who did this rock version of the opening of The Omen. I think I went searching for that song and accidentally found it and realized, this is amazing, we need to use it.
Yeah, so this scene is basically just him getting hit by the doll so hard that he just goes spinning through the whole hotel. And I have to give him props on this. Like, he was exhausted after this. Like,
he really
he just
was.
rolled all the way through the this big long corridor that connected the convention center with the hotel. And then even rolled into some viewing rooms, and I think he rolls into the rave in a second, too.
I think it was like one of Greg Ayres' old raves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he looked like a complete idiot, because he's rolling through, like, people who have no idea what's going on. Just
right.
The general public. You can hear him go, now?
Those were the days.
In fact, I think that's Greg Ayres on the microphone. Oh, this. So he's gonna get hit by this tire for the sake of a joke that's I'm so tired.
Yeah, in the original, he was clutching a board and saying, I'm so bored.
But like we were talking about earlier, I had forgotten entirely. We tried rolling it a couple of times, and at one point, it rolled into the neighbor's door.
And they came out, this was like at 10 o'clock at night, and they came out and looked at us like, what the hell are you doing? But anyway, this is the end. Perfect shot-for-shot representation of what Lotex did.
Absolutely.
He hated us for this.
He did. You emailed him, and
he said he wanted to die. So mission accomplished, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I love Lotex. I think he's hilarious.
And well, I guess I'm just gonna let this run for a couple more seconds while I say thank you guys for watching and listening to our commentary. It has been, how many years has it been? Since 2006, 16, 17, 18, 19, 13 years. And
we're not old.
Golly. Happy Halloween, everybody, because this is what it's getting out in time for in the year of our Lord 2019, and this is going to sound really dated immediately. So, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Deuce, for doing this with me.
No problem. And remember, Reginald P. Linux will return in Thunderball.
We should get together and do Thunderball.
Or another Monster Rim.
Another Monster Rim would be good, too. One day, commentary on Monster Rim.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace.